Well, I'm going to talk a little bit about what we call innovation connection and how businesses, how public sector as well can improve the nature of their innovation. I'm going to show you a few examples of that as well. And I'm going to focus very much on this concept of connecting. And you'll see why. Because it's not just about connecting ideas. I'll talk about connecting people, connecting institutions, about how city authorities can create connecting places as well. And connecting music, for instance. I worked for IBM. My final job was as Director of Business Development for IBM in Europe. But I had joined IBM as an industrial designer, fresh from the Royal College of Art, so a very kind of unusual journey through. I was asked to take this job a couple of years ago. And the job I was asked to take was to lead this new institution called Design London. And Design London is a triangular relationship that brings together the Royal College of Art, Imperial College's Business School, and Imperial College's Faculty of Engineering. And the reason it was created is because in 2007 it was published by Sir George Cox, the Cox Review. And Gordon Brown, who is at least going to be Prime Minister for another couple of months in the UK, had asked George Cox at the time when he was head of Design Council, why is it we have so much creative talent in the UK, but our business people treat designers just as though they're going to add the finishing touch to something. Engineers turn up in front of investors with shoe boxes full of wires and cables and can't get money. How come we've got all this creativity in each of the individual disciplines, but they can't work together very well? And George Cox went off and spent a couple of years and came back and said, we need to fix it in three very specific ways. The first is by connecting the different disciplines together at the university level so they're truly connected. The second is that we've got to help existing businesses, small, medium businesses, new ventures, be able to connect better with design to transform the quality of what they've got on offer, as well as connect better with the capital markets. And the third thing is we've got to use public procurement to not enforce compliance with proposals, but to bring in creativity. And so Design London was formed in order to be able to start mixing together, stirring together all the different disciplines of creative design, engineering, and business. The first thing we did was create an MBA program, which was the first in the world where creative design was included right in the core of it. It's not an optional subject. Every single person that comes through that, about 150 students a year come through the MBA program, it's a very prestigious one, has to do the design program to learn. And the design program involves them working alongside creative designers, and we bring in high-tech engineers as well as part of that program to really mix them together. We asked, interestingly, in Barcelona, part of a survey that I did for the Barcelona city authorities, we asked about how well the international community were connected. We did a similar kind of map for them. And what we found was that the international community was connected incredibly well to itself. But how much do you think it was connected to local firms and institutions? A lot. Zero, well, a little more than zero, but kind of, if you think this is not clear, it's completely. It wasn't connected quite as much as we'd expected. Interestingly, there's a very good piece of work done by the Brookings Institute, which looks at how well Barcelona as a city is connected to other cities, in terms of how many firms have offices in Barcelona and offices in other cities around the world. And it compares it for lots of different cities. The good news is that Barcelona is seen as just about one of the most attractive places to work by the international community. And rightly so. Do we not all agree?
Yes.
But would you think that Dusseldorf was better connected internationally? Or would you concede that Manchester could be better connected internationally than Barcelona? And one of the reasons why is that its international community that's here does not connect as well as it might with local city institutions or local firms. The international community that's here in Barcelona is twice as likely to work with other international firms than work with local firms, either in terms of what it sells, or what it buys, or what it innovates and creates. When I did my survey of the international community, 30% came because of their work brought them here. 30% came because of the lifestyle. And a small number came, I can't remember what it was for, but a quarter came for love. But and they'll find it, or because they're partner.
It's lifestyle.
It's lifestyle as well. So, has anybody here a member of Second Life or tried it out? You have. Have you tried it twice?
It's very boring.
It's very boring. Also, you know, this is where you enter into a kind of virtual world as an avatar. And did you dare talk to anybody else?
I dare, but everybody is very isolated.
It's very scary because you wouldn't really want to talk to somebody on it.
I go to the bar in my village then.
Yeah. It's for very lonely people, I think. Oh, yes. We're advancing too fast again. Let me go back to that. Okay. What we do is use Second Life in order to be able to simulate environments. In this case, we have an entire hospital built in Second Life. And we get real clinicians and nurses and patients to work together to see what the patient experience is like. How will it all work? And we do that not only in a screen like this, we do it in Second Life in 3D stereo, so people can walk into the space and see what the experience is like for a patient. So we can start connecting architects, healthcare professionals, designers, service designers, the people from Accenture and others, so that they can all experience and see what their new service might be like in situ. We rehearse the service as though it were a real environment. 3 points.
So I want to know, what is your methodology before you have this beautiful product?
A great innovation does not come from highly creative people. Great innovation comes from great questions, not great answers.